Hello everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. It's about that time. Let's go take that walk and see what's in the fridge today.
Hey everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews. Today's beer comes from Fullsteam Brewery. These guys are down in North Carolina. This is First Frost. This is a Brandy barrel aged beer. It's a winter warmer, and according to what the bottle says here, it is a 2014 forage Persimmon ale. So I don't know what to expect here, if it's going to be bitter. I mean, if you bought into a Persimmon, that thing, that'll make you pucker. Basically, it's a brandy barrel aged ale brewed with foraged persimmons. That means they went out into the forest and picked them. This is a 10%er. So, and I picked this up. Pretty sure I picked this up on the way back from Florida back in 2014. So it's been cellaring in the fridge downstairs for all those years. Here we are in 2019. So I've had this beer pretty close to 5 years. So we'll see how this thing has cellared, guys. So let's run over to Untapped and see if they have any additional information. They're calling it a 10.5% for the 2014 edition, which has it written right there. And I don't think it's quite that big. No, it's 10% according to this label here, so I don't know where they're getting their ABV for this particular beer. The label is exactly the same picture there, and the bottle is underneath the picture. I mean, underneath the commercial description is the same beer. So your ABV is wrong, Untapped. Somebody needs to correct that. And they've had 418 people comment on it. Wow, that's quite a bit. It says 418 ratings. And this was added on 11/15 of 2014. So this may be the end of the year version. So it wouldn't be quite 5 years old. Just over 4 then, if it's done at the end of the year. But anyway, that's all we need to talk about. The description is exactly what I told you about foraged persimmons. So let's get it open. It is a 22-ounce bomber. A little bit of hiss, not much smoke. Into the glass we go. We're going to go right down the center and see what happens here, guys. And that's going to do it. About a finger of head on that pour. I can see light through it, guys. It is a little darker, cloudier in the big bold part, but the thin part down there, I can see the light right through it. It is a darker amber. A lot of bubbles streaming up. Good looking beer. Let's get it to the nose. Well, you can definitely smell the persimmons. It's got a nice maltiness to it. Maybe a hint of the apple of apples. So I don't know how much of the persimmon is leading to that aroma. Guys, to be truthful and honest with you, I've never had a persimmon. I've just read about how they are. And like I said, whether an unripe persimmon or a ripe persimmon, I don't know. I've never had one in my mouth. So I cannot tell you what I should be tasting, to be honest with you, and I apologize for that. It does smell very nice. It does smell kind of sweet. So let's get it to the lips and see what we got. Cheers, everybody. As you can see, the head is dissipated completely. It's got a little bit on top of the glass. I can see the beer through the top. So here we go. Not bad. I'm getting the brandy's coming through now on the taste. Very nice. It's not bitter or sour. That is very, very pleasant. I am pleasantly surprised with that because I didn't know what I was to expect here. I picked it up on a whim on the way back. I stopped at that little grocery store that I tell you about. It's down in Greensboro. It's a little bit off the beaten path, but this guy, Roger, I think is his name, has a ton of craft beers in there. So, and I haven't been back. I think I stopped in 2014. Then I went back to Florida in 2015, and I stopped twice. I think I stopped on the way down there and on the way back because he was expecting something while I was in Florida, and I stopped back by there on the way back, and it didn't come in. So very nice. That is very, very tasty beer, guys. I'm pleasantly surprised. I really like the brandy notes on this. That's very pleasant. That is very, very pleasant. Well, let me sip on it and see if I can get anything else of it after it comes to room temperature. It's very nice and sweet. I would say the persimmon taste is coming through, but since I've never had a persimmon in my mouth, I don't know what to tell you there. It does have a candied, fruity taste to it. So let's sip on it and see what we end up with. I'll be right back. Alright, everybody, I'm back. I've been sipping on this thing for about an hour. Not a lot of lacing left on the glass. It is a tasty beer. Probably the first persimmon beer that I think I've ever had. Nice brandy notes on this. I'm getting a little bit of apples in the beer, and I don't know if that's from the persimmons or what it's from, but it's got a nice fruity taste to it. Not bitter or tart or anything like that. Decent beer. I mean, it is a decent beer. Very enjoyable beer. Glad I picked this up. And it has cellared very well, so getting nice brandy notes on the taste. Very smooth and easy drinking for a 10%er. Very pleasant, very nice beer, guys. I enjoyed this. Final chug. Very nice. I would probably buy this beer again. It's very, very nice. Coming out of North Carolina. I don't know if it's available here. I've not seen it. I did buy this in North Carolina, so I don't know what their distribution is. And that was in 2014 or 2015. I'm not sure exactly when I picked it up. Somewhere in those 2 years that I did pick it up and brought it here. Maybe in 2015, since it was done at the end of 2014. This may have been the one I picked up when I went down for the 2015 trip to Florida. So very tasty. I only bought one, so I didn't do it again. I don't think. I didn't go back and look, but I think I only bought one. And if I did pick up two, this is the review of one that's been aged for a few years now, and it's still very tasty. To me, guys, A-, that's where I'm going to put this beer. It was a very tasty beer, very enjoyable beer. Didn't know what to expect, and then that makes me think it didn't stick in my mind that I'd had a persimmon beer before, so maybe I just bought one, and this is the first time that I've had it. Like I said, A- for me, 90 is where I'm going to put this one. Over to Beer Advocate, they say 4.12, also in their A- range. They call it an exceptional. It is very tasty, guys. And for our final check-in, we run over to Untapped, and they have it at a 4 even, which is right at their entry level for a A- beer. So it's unanimous from all three of us, Beer Advocate, Untapped, and me. It's an A- beer, very tasty, very enjoyable, and cellared very well. If you have one in your cellar, especially the 2014 edition, it is cellaring very well, guys. So Nice beer. Nice beer. I enjoyed this. So if you've had it, let me know what you think, guys. Until we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.